Welcome back to the channel, friends. It is good to be here, and I hope you're doing well. So today we're going to be taking a look at the demo version of a game called Death Howl. This is a surreal, souls-like, roguelike deck builder. It has a tremendous story with a big mystery to uncover. Now in this game you will craft cards, claim powerful totems, and engage in compelling turn-based grid battles. Now I've spent about 10 minutes with this one, and I've been super impressed, and I'm really excited to showcase it for you here today. So we're going to hop on into a brand new run. Smash the like button and consider becoming a subscriber if you are new here. Greatly appreciate that. You can also become a member of the community as well. Become an Abo Bro for life. Just click that membership button if you like. Huge shout out to Mr. Jones. Thanks for the recommendation on this one. It's a really great find. Now let's rock and roll. Alright, so dropping on into a new game. This game is story driven. So we got Scandinavia, Mesolithic Age. What was that? 6000 BCE. My son, I will not let death take you. Wait for me in the spirit world. I will find you. So here is our main character. This game's got some really compelling art style. I really do like it. Darkness, I can't see. Olvi? We must go to the redness. Your son. He died in your arms. Please, tell me where to find him. I will show you. Come to me. Let's go to the ominous red blob. That sounded like it hurt, man. Ominous red blob. Olvi? Shows Olvi with a branch. My sweet boy, I'm here now. I will take you home. Olvi? Branch, skull, bug, cone. I don't understand. Please, just come back with me. No, come back. Olvi. It's too late for you. Go back. Return to your world. I will not let him die. I can change this. You're not even a shaman yet. I'm stronger than you think. I'm not giving up. And thus, my friends, the mystery begins. Where is Olvi, right? Obviously, we saw him turn into a deer. It appears as if maybe that's him right there, right? So, Olvi. Olvi, sweetheart, it's me. Come home. Don't go into those woods again. Forest spirit, I beg you, don't take him from me. Definitely interesting art, right? Like, this game's great, man. Wait, please don't go. Alright, so quest has been updated. So let's learn a little bit more about our quest. So Ro, it looks like, is our main character. Death, release my child. I saw Olvi, I'm sure it was him. He sprinted off into the forest with his father. I have to find him. So that is our quest, for now. We'll get into the deck building and battling in just a little bit here, but, you know, this game is very story-driven, so we're gonna take a little bit of time to enjoy the story. But this game's real simple. You simply point and click, and you kind of move to where you want to go. Still looking for Olvi, of course. Come back, please. We're about to encounter a boar. Let me pass, creature. And now we engage in a fight. So you can actually kind of see when you're about to engage in a fight, like the screen shakes a little bit, and then this grid comes up, okay? And now it's turn-based combat. We can choose our starting position. So let's just start it off, right? Let's line them up. And let's help this boar find out what's up. A grim snout. So he's got 8 HP. He's got 3 movement, okay? And then it looks like he is in position to do a strong attack, which is kind of scary. So, card battling, pretty simple in this particular game. Here is your energy. The energy cost in the card is top left. And the game does a really good job of explaining to you what the card is going to do. So for instance, move. Move to another square within this range, right? So it's going to give us the freedom to move twice. We can also move just as we like, but it does cost 1 energy per movement, okay? And obviously our goal is to defeat the boar who has 8 HP. So we'll obviously want to use some attack cards. So we have Quick Strike here. This is going to do 1 damage to the enemy and push them back twice, okay? Or 2 squares. Okay, we have Hurl Rock, which has a range of 2 through 3. So do note you cannot use it, at 0 range, right? Or at 1 range, more like. Does 2 damage, and then it will cause you to discard 1 card. Now, what's cool about this game is certain cards, when you discard them, you actually get some type of bonus. Doesn't look like we have any of those cards. Actually, we do. Sprint. So the sacrifice command triggers and affects when this card is discarded by another card, okay? So that's a pretty cool mechanic in this game. We also have defensive swing, so cost 1 less for each defense that you have. We don't have any cards that are going to generate defense for us, which is kind of troubling because this boar is ready to attack. So let's chuck a rock at him, I suppose. Probably sprint up and then quick strike him a few times too. That's right, take that, boar. Let's get rid of this. Let's go sprint. Get up there. Let's go quick strike. Boom. All right, nice hit. And I could move up twice, but that's the rest of my energy, so why don't we go ahead and let's get a little shifty. I guess I don't know what his like. So 1, 2, 3, right? So he's gonna move. So if I move you back here, maybe we can avoid attack. We'll certainly see. Let's go ahead and end turn there. Alright, so the boar moves up, but we do avoid attack. Okay. So that's definitely something that I want to get more used to, is moving out of the range of the enemy. Definitely got to pay attention to their movement stat. Now we have Hurl Rock again. We have Quick Strike. So let's go here. Let's go Quick Strike. Bam. And let's chuck a couple of stones at him and help him find out who is the boss of this forest. That's right. Down goes the boar. And we fortify up and face, right? And that is our first victory, and that's what combat is like. Oftentimes you are outnumbered, meaning it's more than just a one-on-one fight. Our character, Ro, here says, I feel strange, like I drew its dying breath. Which way did he go? So now we're going to explore while we shout the name of Olvi. And here we have a pretty brutal scene. A giant and elegant, majestic moose has fallen to the flies. Poor animal. Must have been magnificent. What are these little glowing stones here? Let's figure it out. Looks like we do have an icon. So let's stand in between the stones that rise from the earth. And what do we have? Okay, so let's press this. And it looks like that spirit we absorbed from the boar has been released and injected back into the lifeless body of the moose, which reanimates. Thank you, little one. You were dead. I don't understand. You awakened the stones. The sacred grove released the Death Howl you had absorbed from the boar. It revived every creature in the spirit world. Look around you. So it looks like the life of the boar has even returned. Well, thanks, surreal looking moose man. Are you looking for someone? A stag and a fawn. They would have passed by a moment ago. I'm sorry, my eyes have not been open for a while, I'm afraid. Of course, I'm sorry. Must be on my way. Thank you for bringing back my senses. It is easy to get lost in here. It happened to me. I was so very, very lost for a long time. Nothing here is what it seems. That is a gentle but, stern, austere reminder. So let's press M to open the map, shall we? And now the game really expands, right? And this is pretty much where I got done playing, just messing around with this game. But the world really does expand. So we're going to be learning a lot about this game together here today. And it looks like we have spirits, so I would assume those are fights, okay? And then we have something called a nest. Not sure what that is. We're obviously at these sacred grove stones. Looks like we can fast travel to the ones that we get unlocked, which is nice. So this one is, of course, already released. This one is unvisited, so we're going to have to visit these to navigate the map a little bit better while taking on these fights for these spirits. And then I do believe we're going to start getting into the card crafting system in just a little bit here. Let's take a look. So what do we have? We have our quest, and we have the map, okay. So we'll get into the deck building element in just a little bit, but I've got some questions. We got elder spirits. I would assume that's like an elite fight, a boss fight maybe. And then these nests. Not sure what they do. We're going to have to figure it out. Forest of the Howling Shadows. So let's get back out there. It looks like we have 20 HP. In fact, let's figure out where we want to go. So I think right here is probably a good spot, right? It's local, it's close. We can get it. Maybe we can go here and then loop around to take out these two swarms of spirits and then get this nest, whatever the nest is. Definitely want to figure that out. So, yeah, let's begin up this way. Looks like the quest has been updated. So let's see. After taking the life of a spirit creature, I absorbed its Death Howl. When I offered this Death Howl at a sacred grove, a lifeless moose sprung back to life and began speaking to me. He explained how sacred groves bring back dead spirits. I wonder if they can save Olvi too. Should keep an eye out for them. Yes, indeed. Alright, so up here there should be some kind of spirit. Yep, there is. You can see the grid forming, meaning we gotta fight. And it looks like we have like a crow head and one of these familiar boars again, but in close quarters. So let's be real careful here. In fact, maybe we try to take out this little crow first. Alright, so we got a nice river running through it. The Sorrow Wing. He moves to, has 6 HP. He's got 8 HP. I mean, it feels like maybe we could take this guy out quickly if we get the right hand. So let's try it. Alright, so we have sprints. Hurl rock. Got 2 hurl rocks. This is nice. So this guy is readying an attack against me. So I think we chuck a couple of stones. Boom. So if I sacrifice this, maybe I get another attack card that we can use to take out the bird head. Maybe. Let's see. We get a defensive swing. Okay, so it's going to cost 1 less for each defense that we have. Well, that's not great. But it does do 3 damage. A whopping 3 damage. So let's see. I mean, it costs 3. I would have to use block of wood to reduce the cost down to 1. So it's still 3. And then I could quick strike. But then I would have to move as well. And that would be 5 total energy. Instead of the 4 that we have, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and chuck a rock. We can probably move up, quick strike, and then use block of wood in face. So let's go ahead and discard that. Actually, no, I can't. I've got to use block of wood. We've got to fortify up. And then I'm just going to move probably like right here. I think keeping a point or 2 to avoid is probably a good way to stay alive. So the crow gets a hit on me and melted through my armor. Not good. Alright, so Furious Strike costs 1 less for each card played this turn. Okay, it does 3 damage as well. And that's a pretty good one. Now I could sprint, or we could simply just move. I think I'm going to move, quick strike you. I guess twice. Okay, so now the boar readies an attack. Okay, so it's all about your alignment to the attacking creature, right? So we're going to have to learn how to navigate that properly. And it looks like you do take, I guess, damage when you bump into things like the tree. Okay, so that's also good to know. I wonder if I can push this board into the river. I think what we do here is we try to utilize Furious Strike maybe. Although I think it'll probably cost me. But if I use Sprint and Quick Strike, it's going to reduce the cost of this to 1. But then again, we won't be in range. If I sprint down here, it's going to reduce the cost to 2. But he's still going to be able to attack me, right? In fact, I can only move 2 tiles when I sprint. Alright, so he's got 8 HP. He's going to attack me. I think we use Block of Wood just to get on the defense. And then let's go ahead and let's sprint down here. Let's see what that does. Let's see what he does. Okay, so he moves in because we're in movement range, right? So he moves in and attacks, but our shields block it, which is good. So quick strike. Get off me, bro. That's right. I'll take some stones to the face. A furious strike. I don't think we're going to be able to utilize that. Let's see. So we have hurl rock, which is 1, and then I move 2, and we're out. So let's go ahead and discard this. Let's chuck another stone. Let's use block of wood. Oh, I chose to sacrifice that card. I suppose I had to anyways. But let's move 2. I think we can probably avoid attack here. Because he's got... I guess he could go here and then attack still. Nah, never mind. He doesn't. Okay, cool. Got a couple of quick strikes. Got a defensive swing that will take him out. Let's do it. Get wrecked, man. Boom. The attack animations are solid as well. Definitely. It looks like we have some spoils of war. So what's this? I feel a powerful energy within this object. Maybe I could use it to make an amulet to protect myself or a weapon. I can't overcome these spirits just by throwing rocks at them. Well, I suppose so. I mean, so far so good. Okay, so C to craft new cards. Cool. Alright, so we have a few different options here, it does appear. So first strike. Okay, so we have these ingredients that we're going to be getting post-battle, right? Depending on who we fight, it does look like. And then we can make cards with them. Okay, super cool. Then here's our deck over here. So first strike. Does 3 damage. Costs 3. Triggers an effect if this is the first card you play this turn. Gives you 2 energy back for 3 damage. So essentially it could cost 1 if you use it first. Otherwise we have aim for the heart. So 3 damage. 2 through 8 range, which is pretty insane, man. And then it gives you 2 on the kill. I think both of these are good. But let's go with aim for the heart. And that is a deck building system. That's a card crafting system. So now that goes into our deck. We have 1 of them. I think we can probably cull our deck as well. But I'm not really ready to do that yet. Now we also have materials. Okay, so there's all kinds of different materials to find that will go into card creation. We of course have the feather of the sorrow wing. And then we have this snout right here. So let's go back into the crafting menu. Can I make one of these? Not enough Death Howls. Okay. So I do believe you get the Death Howls by fighting. So let's see if maybe we can get a couple more of those. And then make that other ability. Okay, so what is this? Appears to be another forgeable. This appears to be a nest, whatever that is. Interesting. Okay. So we have 2 fights, one here and here, and then we can explore our first nest. I think we should probably do that. So let's go back the way we came, Mr. Squirrel. Hops on up into the tree. Those squirrels drive my dog nuts, I tell ya. And we have a familiar boar. Looks like just 1 opponent. Alright, well, if I get my long range move, we can just hit him. Yeah, how about this? Oh, so you must have to be, like, on an even line with him to use ranged abilities. Okay. Well, what does that mean? It means sacking my entire bar. Just to take a hit. I mean, I would assume he comes in, so it might be best to simply just end my turn. Either that or find a way to sacrifice this. I can't just, like, chuck this. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's just end the turn. He's gonna move in. Yeah, here he comes. So now we can pop over and attack him. Alright, so I've got blocks of wood times 2. I'm actually okay with this. Let's just use blocks of wood to increase our defense. Let's end turn and let's see if that carries over. Okay, so in he comes. He gets real close. We didn't take any damage there, though, of course. And now we have quick strike. Then I can move like right here and hit him with some ranged attacks. In fact, this does 3, 7, or sorry, 5 and then 7. Let's hit him. Should take collision damage. He does. Okay, nice. And this will be a pretty big commit with 3. I could sprint to here. Could move up 1 here. Yeah, so you can't attack him at an angle at all. We're going to get more bang for the buck if we use both of these hurl rocks, but actually you can't because you have to discard a card. So let's do this. Let's hurl a rock, right? Let's discard this, and then I can use my last point to move, which should shake things up just a little bit. Now, he does get a hit on me for 2, which hurts, of course, but it's probably better than being lined up with him, where I'm sure he has other attacks. Like, he's got to have another attack. Costs 1 less for each defense you have. I could quick strike. I could sacrifice it, so I could quick strike him. Boom. We could hurl rock. That's right, get wrecked. So now we got 2 defense. Or sorry, 1 defense, making this cheaper. So let's move in and wham. You bet. That's right, get wrecked, Mr. Boar. And give me that snout while you're at it, too, I suppose. Okay, so does this mean we have 3 Death Howls now, or... Okay, I've got 1. Never mind. So I need 2 to make this. But I do like this card. I think it's really useful. So let's get into 1 more fight and then see if we can't craft that. Right, so around the bend here, we do have another fight. However, this is shiny, so what's this? Hey, nice. We found a stick. Looks like we got some mushrooms. Looks like we got some sharp rocks. There was a subtle just glow to things. Alright, so 6 of 8. What does this mean exactly? What happens when we get 8 of 8? Looks like we have a snail. Wow, a big snail too. Escargot, anybody, I suppose? And maybe a couple of owls as well. Is that so? So we have 3 enemies on the field. Do I maybe want to try to take this out first so we can craft better cards? Although this is the nest. I think we gotta explore. We gotta do diligence and explore what the nest is all about. Got a big battlefield here. Choose starting position. I say we try to focus fire down this Doom Glare first. This guy is a Sob Slug. Who's got what? He's got Fortify. Gains block when damaged by an attack. Slimy. His character will leave a toxic trail. And Rooted. Cannot be moved by other characters. Interesting. I mean, he's definitely the one to take out first. But he's slow. And we have ranged attacks. So I think we start here and we go for the Doom Glare. I'm not sure what the Doom Glare even does. Alright, so I could chuck a couple of rocks at him. So this is 4, 7. We have exactly 5 energy. But if I do this... Okay, so boom. Let's discard this. Make this 1 step cheaper. Let's hit him. Boom. Let's draw a free card. Okay, so we get quick strike. Useful, but defensive swing is what it's all about. Boom. Alright, take him out. See you later, Mr. Owlman. And let's end our turn there. A really good opening turn. Alright, so is that a debuff? Okay, so it's like a curse card essentially in my hand. Which of course occupies my draw, right? So Mind Glare, Exhaust. Remove the card from battle. Costs 1 energy. Obviously, it's something that you can ignore, I guess, if you want, but might not be the best thing to do. Hurl Rock, I mean, we could certainly do this. I could sprint, we could quick strike. Chuck a rock, although he's going to get block, isn't he? Yeah, gains block when damaged by an attack. So I want to make my first shot really count, which is, of course, hurl rock. Boom. Alright, nice hit. Let's get rid of Mind Glare. Ah, so he goes into his shell. Looks like he's still angling for an attack. Let's use Block of Wood. Still remains to be seen if block is maintained from turn to turn. We're going to figure that out. Let's go ahead and sprint 2 spaces this way. Call that a turn. See what our snail does. Okay, so this guy goes in the... Okay, so he comes out of his shell. Okay, got it. So you got to do damage to him, obviously, but on the same turn you already attacked him. Probably not the best strategy. So aim for the heart is going to give us 2 energy if we can manage to kill with it. But we're not going to be able to get down the snail. Is this guy a possibility? Furious Strike. It does 3. This does 3. I mean, if I use this, so if we sprint like right here, that's 1. We use aim for the hearts. That is 3. Move up again. That's 4. This will actually just cost 1. It's just a little bit off, unfortunately. So I think what we can do is we can either go... We can get in close and use Furious Strike on the snail, or we can simply just aim for the heart. Like maybe sprint right here, go aim for the hearts. Actually, that's a 2 through 8. So let's go right here. Let's go aim for the heart on the snail. Boom. Alright, good. So he is in his shell again. And then I think I should probably move here and then here. And we'll see what he chooses to do. Okay, so the owl comes up and gets me and then moves. Okay, so he can move and attack. Or move after attack, more like. And it looks like we are poisoned. Okay, so we're taking poison damage. Yikes. Okay, so we're at 11 of 20 HP. But this snail can get wrecked. Which is what you want to see, of course. So let's quick strike ya. Take you out. Just get out of here, snail. Sick of looking at you, man. I could go defensive. I mean, I pretty much have to. Yeah, let's go defensive. Block of wood. Let's sprint this way. How much move you got? You got 3. Let's use Mind Glare to get rid of it. And let's call that a turn. We aren't poisoned for 1 more round yet. Okay, this guy uses his mind-bending abilities. We do take a poison damage. And block does not maintain. Interesting. Okay, so we get 3 hurl rocks. How about this? That's quite nice. I mean, find out. Let's get rid of this. Boom. That's right, just pelt him with rocks, man. That's what I'm talking about. And let's see what Mr. Owlman does. Gonna move here and, yeah, so he does get an attack for 3. Man, those guys are pretty intense. But hurl rock for the win, and we finally get to figure out what exactly is up with the nest. Not to mention collect some things that were left behind. New cards unlocked, okay. So I'm gonna go into my crafting menu first. Okay, so we got Realm of Distorted Hollows. So this is like a new family of cards, if you will, I guess. Is that because we got enough raw materials? It must be. So what does this do? Take skin. Does 2 damage On kill, plus 3 block. Melee attack. For 2 damage, cost 1. Not bad. Ignore defense. Okay, so this will ignore block. Does 2 damage. You also draw a card. Okay. Quick slash. So that's free. Kill echo. Triggers an effect when you kill an enemy with this card. 1 damage. Then shadow form. 1 block for each card discarded this turn. Now what do these take? Okay, so we can... So I think I can make this. Right? So we can make this. It's a good card. It does 3 damage if you use it first. You're going to get 2 energy back. I mean, pretty good. Part of the solution, if you ask me. And then ignoring defense is nice. Drawing a card is also pretty nice. It's a melee attack. I think the quick slash, though, being that it's a free use card. I mean, I think the answer is yes. So let's go ahead and corral that into our hand as well. Okay, so it does look like you can make duplicates of these cards as well. As long as you got the materials. That's a cool way of doing it. That's a cool way of doing it. Instead of, random and you have to select the card. Maybe you get a selection of 1 of 3. You find the materials in the world and then you build your deck with them. And you can select what you want, right? So it gives you a lot of flexibility to kind of shape your deck the way you want it. Let's learn a little bit more about a nest. What does this do? I hope it's not a fight because I've got 7 of 20 HP. Gained teardrop. Spend teardrops to unlock new skills. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so this is like our skill system. Special card. Gain a unique card for this region. Every spirit that dies in this region will leave you with an impression. Excuse me. We also have overwhelmed. Fill up by hitting enemies. Unleashed to gain strength. And then there's like a little subset it does appear. Every spirit that dies in this region will leave you with an impression. I wonder what that means. Am I even able to select this? I think we got to go with gain a unique card for this region. Plucking Talons. Does 4 damage. Wow, exhaust. Cost 2. Kill plus 2 card draw. Okay, so this appears to be a different type of currency, does it not? Okay, well, let's try to learn a little bit more about that. Okay, so I'm not seeing Plucking Talons. Is that like another... Is that another deck, perhaps? Or something that I'm not understanding? Maybe. Maybe the game will tell me. Alright, so how do I heal, I think is the question that I have. Let's fast travel back here. Does this heal me? It does. Okay, cool. So you can fast travel back to your full heal, which is great. But it does look like the spirits return. Okay, got it. Okay, got it. Interesting. I like it. This game's different. Lots of fun so far, man. Really, really unique game. Alright, so we have First Strike. It's going to do 3 damage. We'll have to spend a little bit to get there. I can't sprint up. I would have to move up manually. What else do we have? We have Block of Wood. So if I move up 2 and stab him, we'll get 2 back. I can use Block of Wood in face. Which will make this dirt cheap, but won't be able to use it. It'll also put us in range of the boar. I just didn't get a great opening draw here, man. I could sprint and First Strike and pay full price for it. I think I'm going to do it. We will hit. Boom. Alright, nice little spear stab there, man. And then we can go ahead and sprint twice. Or actually, we don't need to sprint twice. I can simply just move right here. Should be a little more safe here, at least. Okay, the boar comes up like you knew he would. Crow pops over. Okay, so he's a ranged attacker with a lot of range at that. However, how about this? Bam. That's right. Get wrecked, Mr. Crow. Haha. Alright, quick slash. So kill Echo. Can I quick strike the boar into the water? That's my question. Bam. Hit him again. Bam. I should probably be responsible here. So let's get a nice little knife stab. Alright, so what do we have here? We have block of wood, bunch of hurl stones. Hurl stones are good. They do enough damage. I just can't get any space between me and this boar. So 3, I could throw 2 stones. Otherwise, Furious Strike does 3 damage. Could use block of wood in face. Could use Furious Strike. Alright, very nice. Alright, so the boar hits me big, but we block it. So let's see, defensive swing. Gonna hit for 3. He's got 2 left, so let's make it happen. Bam. That's right. And I must admit, I really like how the card effects are different, right? Like, defensive strike, you're taking out a little tomahawk, a little hatchet, and then your character pulls out a hatchet and attacks with it. It's pretty cool. You got that aim for the hearts, right? Pulls out a bow. You got the first strike, pulls out a spear. That's really well done. Really do enjoy that. All right, more spirits. What do we have here? What is this? Got this owl again, man. I don't like these guys. I don't know what this is. I'm guessing I can't move on it, though. Okay, so we have aim for the heart. So I could first strike him. So I think we do this, right? Boom. All right, big stab. Let's quick strike him. Boom. All right, nice. So is he debuffed? What is this? Fragile. Damage taken is doubled. 1 turn left. How about this? Bam. That's right. Take that, Mr. Boar. All right, we definitely want to avoid that then. And this guy, of course, will use his mind tricks on me. Jedi mind tricks. Let's end our turn there. Okay, so he comes over, gets on a line with me, uses his mind tricks. And let's see, what do we have? Got a couple of quick strikes. It's gonna take me a lot to get up there, though. So that's 1, 2, 3. He's got 7. Well, let's use this for sure. It's going to make Furious Strike a little cheaper. I could move up, quick slash him. I think I have to. Let's move up. Let's quick slash him. Bam. Move right here. Probably take a hit, I would guess. Yeah, he comes up and he gets me good. Then moves back and gets fragiled. And then what do you know? We get a bunch of stones. We can just tear this owl apart. Let's take him out. You bet. These foul spirits are everywhere. What if they kill me before I find Ulvi? If you die, your sacrifice will be in vain. Or maybe you want to die. No. If you can't save him, at least you will be joined in death. Man, that's an ominous spirit that talks with the red text, man, I tell ya. Alright, so the more materials we find, the closer we are to unlocking, I guess what I would describe as a new deck, right? So let's go to this unvisited sacred grove and see what's going on over here. Alright, so here it is. Hey, here's the moose again. Mr. Moose. Oh, it's you again. As you see, I haven't gotten far. These foul spirits are persistent. You helped me, little one. I have spent many years here, so I might be able to help you as well. You're not from the spirit world. No, I'm a spirit traveler, like yourself. Call me Nentok. I see you have reached another sacred grove. Once they are awakened, you will be able to travel between them. Sacred groves are scattered all over the spirit world. I'm not interested in the mysteries of the spirit world. I'm only interested in one thing. The young deer. He belongs to you, doesn't he? He's my son. All I want is to find him and bring him back. Have patience, Ro. Do not despair. You know my name? Yes, everything here is connected to you. How could that be? Your family is tied to this world. Look at your bracelet. My brother made it for me years ago. It feels different. All your totems gain a powerful energy from the spirit world. Try to focus on them and you will feel their energy. Alright, so press T to show totems. Okay, so the totem system. Okay, so what do we have here? Drag and drop to focus on a totem. So Father's Talisman. First turn +1 card draw. Okay, we got Brother's Bracelet. First turn +1 damage on next attack. Mother's Pelt. First turn +2 block. And Sister's Flute. First turn, give a random enemy weak 2. Okay, so I've got a... what? Like, what do we got to do with this exactly? I mean, I think first turn +1 attack is quite nice. You see, your family protects you through these totems. I like the Mr. Moose, man. Olvi, he's calling for me. I think it came from the bridge to the east. It's the only way out of my forest. Make haste, Ro. Find him. And the moose disappears. And our quest has been updated. Okay, so we have a totem system. Like, can I equip multiple ones? Maybe there's a way to increase your ability to equip more. I would think so. Are we good with the Brother's Bracelet? First turn +1 damage on next attack. I think so. Because the way it's been going, we've kind of been going offense first, I suppose. Depending on the hand that we draw, of course. But offense first kind of seems like the way. Okay, cool. So the quest has been updated. It's going to tell us to go east, right? The moose came to me again. Apparently he is Nantok, a spirit traveler like me. He knew my name and told me that the spirit world is connected to me somehow. He taught me to focus on my totems and release their protective energy. As we were speaking, I heard Olvi calling for me. The call seemed to come from the east. Okay, so the east is obviously this way. So another nest right here. I mean, these were useful, right? What is this? X marks the spot, right? So we got another fight with some more spirits. How are we doing on the old HP, though? I've got 12. I think that's good for another fight. Let's actually see if we can craft another card. So ignore defense. We got take skin. I mean, this is a good way to get defense too. On kill, +3 defense. Otherwise, like, we could get this one. I mean, this one's super useful. Shadow form, I don't have the ingredients for that. Let's go with take skin. I'm okay with that. That consumes 2 Death Howls. Man, what an interesting game this is. Okay, so cool. Like, different cards from different regions have a different color. Looks like we're close to getting another... to unlocking another region. Or at least, that's what I think would happen. What do we got up here? Looks like we got a little pond. I've seen this lake before. You gave him to the water. I washed his little feet. You gave him to the water. Stop! His little feet submerged in black water. The black waves cradle him now. Man, that is some morbid stuff, man. It's a pretty dark and heavy game so far, man. And I think the arts and the way the game is presented to the player really like caters to the darkness, right? Like it just does. It's a game where like the color kind of fits the mood of the game. So that's done really well as well. I mean, lots to like about this game for sure. Okay, it looks like we have escargot and then we have a frog. Okay. So escargot, he's gonna be tough, man, because he, you know, goes into a shell. But I think we get a big hit on him first. Gotta learn about our frog opponent. Starting position is good right here. Alright, we got aim for the heart, which is going to do 4 damage. Almost enough to take him out. What does a frog do? Can jump. This character can jump as part of their normal movements. So maybe over things, or can he just move a little further? I guess we'll have to find out. I mean, I think you gotta go aim for the heart. Aim for the heart of the snail. And then I think we go... I don't want to align myself with the frog. And this guy poisons too, so he's kind of nasty. I could go like right here. Right there feels pretty safe. Frog has 3 move. And you have 2 move. So if I go right here, I'm feeling pretty safe right there. Frog might get me. But the snail doesn't. And he poisons. Alright, so the frog gets me. Okay, so he puts the fragile. So yeah, definitely don't want to get hit when you have that on. Double damage is absolutely brutal. However, we can take out the snail right now. I think that's what we have to do. So get wrecked, snail. Like, seriously, get out of here, man. Sprint, I think, has merit. Take skin, we could use it. So let's go block of wood. Let's get some frog skin. Alright, nice. Let's quick strike him. Then let's use our lateral agility to get as far away as possible from Mr. Frogman. Let's see what he does. See if he uses jump. He doesn't. He lines up with me but doesn't have the range. That's right, frog. This is going to hit for 3. He's got 3. Wonderful. That's what you like to see. Boom. Get him. That's right, Frogman. Get absolutely wrecked. It looks like we have a new material. Alright, so we're at 13 of 14. So we're close to getting a new deck unlocked, which is super cool. Really curious to see what other cards are available. Alright, we got some leaves. We got shiny rock right here. New cards unlocked. Okay. Yeah, secret passage. No kidding. Entrance to what, though? Okay, so it's not a new deck. It's just more cards for the Realm of Distorted Hollows collection. Triple Arrow sounds useful. 3 times 1 costs 1 less for each discarded card this turn. Otherwise, it costs 3. But imagine that with boosted damage, right? That's 6 total damage. Gills of Dire Shroom. I'm not sure where we get that. Triple Strike as well. I think the triples are certainly something that we should look into. We've got Reckless. 4 damage. Costs 1 less for each discarded card this turn. I think this on the first turn is tremendous, right? Let's craft it. Triple Strike, you bet. It's a good melee option, right? Fisticuffs option. And our deck grows to 17 cards. So what is this? Okay, there's a fight with like a super snail. Looks like there's a nest in here, huh? No map to speak of. Okay, so here's what we have to do. We have to leave here for a moment. We have to go back here. We have to heal. And then we're going to be taking out the snails. Okay, so that takes my howls. Got it. But of course, so this fight... Right, we've got to do the fight again. Well, we should have better HP this next time around. I think we can employ similar tactics. Let's see what we get. So we get Quick Strike, Furious Strike. I mean, I could sprint up to him. Sprint up, use Furious Strike. Then I'm gonna get poisoned. I'm gonna hit him for 4, though. I think you gotta do it. You gotta do it. Alright, so it only hit for 1, but it does apply 2 stacks of poison. And here comes the frog. Okay, so not ideal, but we can at least take his skin. Which sounds absolutely brutal. Well, let's claim his shell. Put that on our back. Could have used First Strike too, I suppose, but I think the defense is a little bit better. For what we're trying to do here anyways. So let's sprint forward. I could... I would need 1 more energy. So let's just do this. Let's hurl the rock. Let's sacrifice this. Got aim for the heart. I mean, this is good. It's not going to kill him, unfortunately, though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it safe. Okay, so the frog gets ya. He poisons you with that tongue attack. Well, I don't like that too much, Mr. Frog. Gotta play nice, buddy. Boom. Just all-out desperation. Attack with the tomahawk. And then the stab for the kill, you bet. Got more materials. Obviously, you can farm materials. And we're close to getting some more cards. Well, not close at all, but 20 is the mark for more cards to be unlocked. Let's go into this cave. And we got a pretty significant fight, it does appear, on our hands. Especially the snails that like to litter the field with their little poison sludge. But there does appear to be a nest back here. So what do we want? Do we want the attack bonus? I think it'll help us take them out quicker. So let's do it. What is this guy? An Elder Sad Slouch. So 10 HP. Alright, well. Our toughest fight yet, that's for sure. So what do we get? I would have to sprint, use Hurl Rock. I mean, we want to get a hit on him, right? If I sacrifice this, I get 1. I think so. And let's go ahead and just pop back here. See what we get for a draw next turn. Not a great opening hand for what we're facing. Well, let's use the poor move of the snails to our advantage. Alright, we got another hurl stone. I could do a defensive swing, so we could use block of wood. Defensive swing to take this guy out. It'll make it cost 2. We would have to sprint as well. I think we gotta do it. Otherwise, we're gonna get... the walls are gonna close in on us, right? So let's use it. It'll help us stave off the damage from this slug right here. Alright, nice. Good job. Let's chuck a stone at him as well. Help him find out that we are not some feeble shaman of the forest. No. We're coming for blood. And it looks like, despite having block, we still take poison. Alright, so first strike. And unfortunately, it's just... we just don't quite have enough power to take out both of these guys. Well, not take them out, but to take out this guy, mainly. Discard 2, so this will cause me to discard 2. I would like to use Aim for the Heart on him. Got 5 total. Would have to move up. Could also just hurl rock at him. Yeah, that's going to be a good move, I feel. It's going to be a good one. Let's get rid of Furious Strike. So he fortifies up. Let's move up this way. Let's chuck a stone. Put you in your shell. If I move here, it's not a good spot to be. So I guess we got to go right here. I think we're probably going to take, what, 2 attacks? Okay, so we take an attack. Another attack. Okay, so only 1 attack. And we got a ton of poison stacks on us, which isn't good. I could take skin. I think I have to. Bam. Okay, nice. I've got 5 poison stacks on me and 6 HP, so I'm going to be cutting it real close. I wonder if I can push him into the, oh no, never mind. These guys can't be moved. So, defensive swing is obviously the strategy that we utilize here. It's free. And then I can use the rest of my energy to move away. Right, like I can move right here. I think that's the play. So let's get him. Defensive swing. Get wrecked, man. Crack that shell. I've got to move away. Let's end the turn there. Alright, so he's got range. Apply 7 stacks of poison, and I take 7 damage, and that's how it ends. At least we'll see. We certainly will see. I didn't realize you take the amount of stacks of poison you have on you as damage. So what happens? I clicked. Ah, so the game lets you try it again. What is this? Like some soul that remains? Alright, well, we can't end on that note. Alright, so this is going to hit for 6. I think you definitely got to do it. I mean, absolutely, you got to do it. Okay, so that guy has a tremendous amount of range. Yeah, poison sacks are nasty, man. They tick down by 1, but you take the amount of damage for the poison sacks that you have. So poison is absolutely lethal in this game. And defense doesn't do anything to stave it off. So I've got to really just attack and then move away. Let's draw a card. See what we get. We get take skin. This guy can come down 2 and get me. So let's go down 3 then. And call that a turn. If I just keep kind of using my move to my advantage, that's what we're going to have to do. Because you saw it the last time, right? The poison sacks are brutal, man. Completely brutal. Alright, so let's do... aim for the heart on you. Put you in your shell. Then let's sprint and let's move and see if they come up this way. Alright, so this guy just comes back up. Now this guy is gonna make my day. Alright, we got triple strike. He's got 4 though. Could do defensive swing. I could block up. Man, it would be great to have a ranged attack. I could sacrifice this. There's no way to sacrifice it though unless I use triple strike. So I could sprint here, we could triple strike him. It'll cost 3 total. Then I'll be here and then it's 1, 2, 3. This snail can come over and get me. I'm gonna go right here. See if we can split them up. Okay, so they're gonna get on a line for me. This actually might be useful with a skill like aim for the heart. Right? Bam. Alright. So up he comes. Gotta understand that. What the enemy is going to do to you for sure. So he's got 4. Feels like it's always just 1 off, doesn't it? So let's see. Literally all my move is right there. I could get a hit on him, but it won't kill him. This guy's coming here, which means he'll be able to attack this. This guy's coming here, but he's melee, right? So if I go right here, I should be fine. We'll use block. I don't know, after last turn, that poison, right? Just lethal, it's brutal. I want to try to minimize it as much as possible. We got too careless. Alright, so 4 and 4. So what can we do? We don't have any ranged attacks again. Which is kind of amazing. I could sprint. We could use... I could sprint. do this. I just need a ranged attack, man. Come on, hook me up, game. Alright, here we go. Couple of hurl rocks. If I get right here, I'll be just fine versus this guy. So let's move up one, triple strike him. Boom, boom, and boom. Okay. Sacrifice this, maybe we'll get something useful. Block of wood. Suppose we can use it. Actually, this guy's gonna come right here. He can probably get an attack on me. I'm not too concerned about the basic snail. I mean, he does hurt a little bit. More of the nasty and lethal poison. But let's go ahead and claim his skin. And therefore his soul. Boom. Alright, very nice. This guy's gonna come over and shoot me. I've got one poison stack. And I don't much like that. Can't really get away though. So we're gonna have to just face him down. Ah, never mind, he moves right here. Okay. I mean, I think that works out for us, actually. Got aim for the heart. Could hurl rock and just put him down to 2, though. That'll give me plenty of flexibility to move away, right? He'll probably come right here. Yeah, he does. He's going to get his attack on me. Does 1, but applies a thick 2 stacks of poison. Okay. Yeah, poison's nasty, man. But lucky for us, we got the triple strike for the win. Definitely a challenging fight, man. Definitely a challenging fight. So obviously with the snails, right? Be careful where you're moving. I don't feel well. I should find a sacred grove. Well, it's probably because you got poison. Trying to work through some poison in your system, I suppose. But we got another nest. And we got a new totem, so beehive. It is full of nourishing honey, but protected by fearless bees. +1 mana, add 3 bee sting to draw pile. Okay, it's like a curse card, but you get +1 mana. Interesting stuff, for sure. Well, excellent. I think at this point, right, it's a fitting spot to call this a video. So let's pop back to the main menu and land this plane. So this, my friends, has been Death Howl, a surreal, souls-like, roguelike deck builder. That is absolutely phenomenal, right? This game is working with a lot of different things, and I think it's really, really well done. It's a really fun and different way to think about a deck builder type game, and I think this game just absolutely knocks it out of the park. Super compelled by this one. Definitely one to keep an eye on, and definitely one that you can try out for yourself. I'm not sure how extensive the demo is, but it does look like there's a very, very large map and a bunch of secret areas to explore. Totems to find, a bunch of cards to craft. I think maybe, in a lot of ways, we only just scratched the surface with this little game preview here. So, thanks so much for spending some time on the channel today. If you enjoyed yourself, right, if you enjoyed the Death Howl, I would greatly appreciate if you smash the like button and became a subscriber to the channel. We're coming out with regular, fun, and unique content. So if you like games like this or other games, right, check the game previews playlist. All kinds of gems on that playlist there. But if you like stuff like this channel definitely has you covered, so become a subscriber so you never miss the next upload. You can also become a member as well if you like. Become an Abo Bro. All you gotta do is click that membership button, get access to, custom emojis and other benefits as detailed in the membership tab. But anyways, my friends, I'm gonna get on out of here. I want to thank you again so much for spending some time here today, and I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.
coming back, is it yeah?